And that's a fact. Salute. Big step.
Salute. Big step. You already know the fucking
Word.
line.
That's a fact.
The truth shall set you free.
Yo, this is Big Stepper News. Wack 100 and Bloody Bench. Talking about P. Diddy and Cassie. Freak off. Run, Diddy! Run! Yo, it's crazy. Bare allegations coming out on Diddy. He's a freak. Oh, man. Paying niggas to... Hey, listen. Anyway, Wack's got a different side to the story. Bare allegations coming out on Diddy on certain things. So, let's get to the content. Take that.
But I wasn't finished. I didn't get to finish.
Listen, hold on, New York. Listen, I've been through something. I'm a real victim, right? So, let's just say that this man was billionaire status, and he did introduce me to new things. Me being a real victim, there's no price tag. I'm gonna get the fuck away when I can get the way, and I'm done with this nigga, and I'm not looking back. Again, her shit was a real victim, happy ended. She was still accepted by society. She still had motion. She still found a husband. She still got married. She still had kids. I'm just gonna help women for the rest of my life that survived or that could have been or that's going through the things that I'm going through. There's no price tag that you could put on that. Once you put a price tag on it and you take it to court,
but you know what you're not waking up. You know what you're not waking up.
Let her land.
I didn't get the land.
Okay, sorry, but let her land. Then Neo, you can go.
Go ahead, the floor open. Tiffany, or y'all was trying to say something?
Have you ever stopped to think that
I'm just saying that I'm gonna let North go. It's just a simple fact that this is where we start to get clouded when we say this word victim. Hey, a victim is a victim. Anytime somebody's violated or anything, whether it's based on a bag or not, it still doesn't negate. Go ahead. Those couple of tools of views he had to give her, it's cool. But there's a lot of us that have signed up that have been married to powerful men, and you know how that shit go. And at the end of the day, my rent still got to be motherfucking paid. My shit got to still be paid for. My kids got to be taken care of. And motherfucker, if there's a way that you can get out of it, bitch, you gonna pay up. It's not that I'm trying to get your bag, but nigga, you wasn't trying to do shit but be a man when you was trying to be a man, so let me be a woman right now. That's what I'm saying. That's why we get it thrown out. Let's just say she didn't. That's why I threw out the other scenario about the little Bobby Christina girl. She was the bag, but she loved that bum, and she didn't want to leave me. It wasn't that she was staying there for no motherfucking money.
Okay,
Okay, so Tiff, thinking about that, you got to think on them
okay, so Tiff, you talking from
But Tiff, I think that goes a little deeper. That's also a boy that she grew up with, that was around her family, that Whitney proclaimed was her godson. Hold on, so I'm just saying, I just said that to say, just to put in perspective, that it's not a nigga that she just randomly met on her own. That's all.
No, it don't matter how she met him. I don't give a fuck if they came up in the sandbox together. This nigga was putting his motherfucking hands on her.
So, Tiff, could I ask you a question?
Well, let me say something right quick, Wack. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be quiet. What y'all have to realize is everybody that's surrounded and give any type of real pushback to Puffy ends up dead. That's one thing. And then go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Let me give you a different way of looking at it. Because I've been there when we got phone calls because she was out being foul and Puff we knew where she was at because she might have been with us, right? So let me ask you a question. You come into a situation, right? Women, you got a different kind of man. He got different things that he likes to do, right? He asks you, are you going to entertain me with these things? You leave your man and you go to this man. Okay, this nigga likes to watch his woman have sex with other men while he records, right? 10, 15 years go by, 50, 60, 70 motherfuckers, even to a point where you're going out to parties and you're telling Puffy, well, did you notice him in the corner? I think I like him. Can he come back with us tonight? Baby, that's what you want to do? Okay, we gonna have a party, right? Listen, you are openly and willingly engaging in these activities, right? Boom. Now, it's no doubt Puffy might have snatched your ass up a few times. You deserve to be snatched up because you was on some other shit. As you see, as you left, you was fucking the trainer he was paid for. He was paying for, and people that walked in and caught you in that gym fucking with the trainer, he probably would have snatched you up again. So my thing is this. 5 years you leaving, 5 years ago, you go over there with the trainer because you think you found happiness. You have 2 kids. Just a couple months ago, you put a GoFundMe up for the trainer. You guys are trying to raise $5,000, right? One of your belts probably used to cost that fucking with this nigga. Let's fast forward. He got the little city girl, Miami, sitting over here building her career on Revolt on stage with this little podcast, all this. Puff brought you to his world. You thinking he's gonna make you a bigger artist, so you left the nigga you had to hit with and went over.
And she breaking them. Don't forget that part too. She breaking them too. But go ahead.
Now here goes this is what's crazy. You sitting back and you broke and you fucked up and you looking at all this. Because if the bitch would have been successful, went on and left Puff and became a realtor for the stars, it was making millions, we wouldn't be dealing what we dealing with now. You sit back and you understand the business. If I come with a simple allegation and talk about the things that I know I willingly did, but I know it's another side to it. Here goes the other side. She told that Puff used to tell me to go get these guys from the internet and bring them back. And Puff will be naked behind the camera while masturbating, filming them fucking me. And she stopped right there. Now, on the other side of that, I have no doubt that when she shot that lug, Puffy knows the bitch ain't playing. Because the continuance of that was probably, and after I got done with the guy, me and Puffy would switch and I would go grab the camera. So the reason why that nigga, I told people, Puff in 72 hours gonna settle that because she's shooting subliminals at this nigga, letting this nigga know I'm going to embarrass you. He paid that shit so she wouldn't tell the secrets that they had. Now that's not to say the secrets was abuse, because if you willingly participate in these activities with your man, that ain't abuse. He ain't paid because he's saying he's guilty of me violating you. I paid to keep you from embarrassing me. It was a money grab.
So that's what I'm saying, man. If you think Miami, young Miami, you think she gonna go look for, if she go try to grab a bag after all this shit, she like to be peed on, all this other shit.
No, you heard that, right? So you know what they are.
So hold on, listen. That's crazy to me. If she goddamn 5 years from now, she break up with Puff and say, this nigga was abusing me.
That would definitely
now you with it, but they can.
Wait,
now here go the difference.
That's fucking crazy.
Here go the difference. She got 15 years of history.
Hold on, Wack, let me say this real quick.
He didn't pay for no abuse, baby.
He paid for the embarrassment. Back after 5 years to say that. Because again,
the bitch went broke.
Came out, she said that she liked to be pissed on. We already know what kind of background these girls come from and things like that. I don't see that for young Miami. That she's gonna be one of them.
Yeah, she might be more. You never know. I'm gonna tell you why. You never know, because
she still can do that type of shit.
Hold on, bro. Watch this. Unless young Miami ventures off into television or something.
Do you really think she can be
the music career?
I know that's...
Hold on, the music career is over with.
Will make a fucking tell-all book and make a sympathy story and get a
Superhead did it.
I think the better question is, can she get broke enough to do this shit?
Why can't she? What makes you think she can't? She not getting no music money? The Academics wasn't lying. Her first album, 200,000. Second album, 100,000. Third album, 7,000. You see some tours being booked? That's over with. Done. Stick a fork in it. This a fact. That's over with. That means that company is 3-4 million in the hole minimum.
So do you see her being in? I mean, you in the industry. Do you see her being one of them chicks that's later down the line that if she fall on her ass hard enough that she gonna come out with her story?
She a hood bitch. She gonna play it how she play it. She need to go do television. Or I'm gonna tell you what she can do. She can go create her own little label and become a boss and sign artists. But them as a group, nigga, they sold 7,000 records. You as a group.
That's crazy. 7,000 records is crazy. But that was just their last album, though. That's not in their career span. That's just that.
No, what do you mean? The first album they dropped in 2018 did 200,000. The second album,
singles?
The second album they dropped did 100,000. That is a 50. Listen, that is a 50% drop. The third album did 7. That's a 93% drop. Ain't nobody finna go spend no $1 million, $2 million redoing that, and you doing them numbers. It ain't gonna happen. It's over with. You gotta go find another career.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now, let's just say she is on the flip side. She is one that could just take her L, like, okay, well, the shit is over. The shit is over. Is she dateable? Is that she's not gonna see no bigger or better than Puff? She can only go down from here.
Oh, no, she ain't gonna get no bigger and better than that. I don't think you understand. You're dealing with $1 billion nigga. You're dealing with a nigga on an island. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be real, because it's like Puff got her right in the middle of what she could have been with music, and let me cross her over here and put her pretty face over on television. And guess what? She's still gonna let me fuck my bitches and do what I do without no interference. This is the first woman Puff had where he didn't have to just be committed to and could be openly over here and over there, and she ain't tripping. Pay attention to it. Every other female, Puff had to show like he was committed to this shit. He's sneaking and creeping at to be in the dark. With her, she ain't tripping.
5 years from now, she can say I was psychologically abused and all that.
All that, and he let me put this in his ass and cucumbers, all kind of shit, and get a bag.
No, that's a fact, because in more and more states across, they're taking away statute of limitations for that shit. See, I know in LA that shit going away. They finna be able 20, 30 years from now, they finna still be able to talk about it.
Puff has to get a Wack 100 mentality. Nigga, you can't give a fuck. Bitch, run it. He ain't got that. He's still scared. Puff just been took some losses. You seen the bitch that said he kicked the baby out the stomach, the liquor line, and pulled back. That's gone. Right? Now we trying to say Revolt. He paid this woman, because if them people stop spending that ad money on Revolt, it's over with. Now he got to float off his assets and his investments. And right now, we're in a recession. A nigga could take a fall right now in that music industry and never bounce back. It's fucked up right now. It's oversaturated. It's down 48%. Sales is down 48% on the urban side of this shit. That nigga just dropped an album that did 23,000 with 10 niggas as superstars.
I was wondering how that album did.
23. And out of that 23, they probably
But let me ask you this. Now, what's the difference between her and the other chick, right? Because the chick Gina came out before Cassie, and she was saying this before. Is it that with the shit she was saying, like, it didn't reach the masses far enough?
But tell you why. Whoever that was probably ain't had a real dirt. Puff was with this bitch 15 years. See, when that nigga was talking to Fabulous, yeah, we want a party. Me and you, Playboy. See, that bitch 15 years, you with a nigga 15 years, and y'all swinging like that, you know it all, you didn't seen it all. She know too much. She just lucky that Puff ain't no gangster. That's where she lucky. Because within that 5 years she was gone, he would have eliminated the possibility of her even being able to do him like that. 15,000. No problem. She lucky that the nigga ain't no gangster. A lot of these women better start considering that shit, because she just made it.
But even without being a gangster, don't you have to factor in, like you say, people to you don't want the embarrassment. You don't want the scandal on your name.
It went over your head. What I'm saying went over your head. He could have eliminated that. In 5 years, she left in 2018. Man, this bitch know a whole lot. Man, a nigga knock a nigga whole noodle off. No problem. So she making it dangerous for these other women. Bitch, you gonna leave me and you know all this shit about me. I just saw this bitch do this. Fuck that. Let me keep you around a little longer and the accident gonna happen. or when you do leave, bitch, in that first 6 months, it's gonna get weird for you. She just did that. I'm watching. Remember I told y'all, these women that's leaving these niggas they been with long term, that's been on the funny shit gonna start happening to them.
And that's fucked up. That ain't right.
It's the truth.
This is what I say. I say
it's fucked up that she using that against the niggas
from regular backgrounds, but we all know them billionaire circles and parties that they been is bitches already within that circle. It's probably not what you want, your appetite, your look, you know, whatever, but they into the shit you into. So why not keep it there? I mean, it definitely should eliminate the chances of shit like this happening.
Listen, this is all I'm saying. If you know you willingly did doing some shit, you role playing, whatever you willingly doing, and y'all separate, don't come back and use it against the nigga that's squeezing for no money, because I'ma say, well, shit, you into that ramp, you in that alley right now, so if a nigga want to react to you squeezing him, he can react, right? That's a hit, 30 million. That's a hit. So if a nigga say, well, shit, let me just go spend 3,000 and just, you know, get rid of your ass. How about that? Oh, that's fucked up. But y'all saying, Cassie, you was fucking sucking and freaking this nigga. Everybody know this nigga with a bunch of weirdo shit. Bitch, this what you was doing willingly. And wake up the next morning with a 20,000 to go shopping or whatever the fuck it was he was doing for you, right? Now all of a sudden you done got with a broke nigga, had 2 kids, and now you like, I ain't got no means of making no money. Let me squeeze the nigga. Yo, it's gonna lead to something.
I mean, well, I can't even say that because he did try and counter the bitch and slide her some when she came with the bullshit. So he did try
to come out of it with like 8 million. Bitch turned it down. She squeezed him.
That's crazy.
Nigga, when I go to them parties, I go to Jamie Foxx's house, backyard. I got 45 minutes. I'm going to meet who I need to meet, get the numbers I need, I'm out. I'm never going in the house. Because when you get in that house, it's weird. All them niggas is weird. All them niggas is weird. You going in that house, you's a weirdo. I don't give a fuck who you are. You go in that house, you with the shit. They walking around there, shaking your hand. They putting 5 years of penitentiary in your hand for no reason. Everything about you find yourself in that house, you weird. And if you find yourself down them hallways in the room,
okay, let me ask
you weirder.
What would you say is the percentage of the industry that is in them parties?
No, it's about, look, everybody goes to them. Everybody don't go in the house. I've never been in them niggas, I will refuse. It ain't happening. We gonna congregate the backyard, laugh. Let me holler at this nigga. I've been needing to get his number. You a new producer. Let me get your email. Boom, boom, boom. Wack ain't going. It's a whole lot of us do not go in that house. Because once you go into that house, you are entering another world.
Yeah, okay, I got another question. Why is the industry so exposed now? Like I asked this before, and you've been in the industry. Maybe you could give me clarity when I say exposed.
Because everything's about content now, mama.
Let me hold on. Let me give you context. When I say exposed, I mean like you used to hear about stories about Studio 54, right? But it was like you couldn't know unless you've been there. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like the people that's been there and has been to these parties. It's like everything is so exposed. Like when did that come about?
Everything is about content. Content pays now. Blame YouTube. Content pays. Yo, this nigga running around talking about Will Smith, the assistant, the best friend. Content pays. Nobody know this nigga, but what's coming out of his mouth is valuable.
Is he lying? Because we hear stories about what Will Smith
The only thing makes me feel like he's not lying is the fact that I haven't seen a defamation of character suit. I ain't seen it. I've seen him go after Tasha K, but not go after him.
Okay.
So, you know. That's the only thing make me feel it might be some, you know.
But, I mean, well, a motherfucker can say anything, but Jada did say we suing that nigga. Like, they suing him.
I don't know. I heard her say Tasha K. I didn't hear her say him.
No, TMZ caught her coming out of somewhere, and she was like, there's going to be a lawsuit. She's the only one that said something about it. I
heard her say Tasha K, though. She said Tasha K in the network. I didn't hear her say him. Now, they may want to leave him the fuck alone, because that nigga might have the content. He ain't crazy. He know what he fucking with. He fucking with a superpower.
But then Puff also, one of his people, our that security nigga said something about his shit, and when it's surrounding the Kim Porter death, the book disappeared. That she was around, she knew too much. And when she got ready to, when she died, that book disappeared. Like,
I don't know what the basis of Kim's death was. I don't know. I believe an autopsy was done.
Multiple autopsies. The first one was ruled a homicide.
I do know that's his first love, and he had no reason to kill Kim Porter because, that was just his baby mama.
But if she was finna write a memoir, do you think maybe that could be why he took this ride with Cassie? It's just a conspiracy.
But I don't think Kim was gonna do it. That's his kid's father. That's her kid's father. She wasn't gonna do him like that. He kept that woman in the mansion and doing whatever she wanted to do. She I don't believe she was gonna cut his head because of them children, and Puff kept her right. Kim was right. Like, it wasn't like you never heard about Kim Porter struggling. So I can't see, and out of respect of the kids, I couldn't see her doing that. Well, she got 4 kids by Puff? 2 boys, 2 girls, some shit like that?
Well, it's 4 kids, but the first one by I'll Be Sure, the oldest. It's I'll Be Sure, she got Christian, and then she got this twin girl.
It's true, she got 3 with Puff, yeah, so, and one thing I can say is Kim got her way. I wouldn't give a fuck who Puff was with, Kim got her way. This is a fact. You got some women in some niggas' lives is like that.
But do you?
My kid's mother, I wouldn't give a fuck what's going on. Hello? I'm over here, and okay, you where? I'm in New York, I need to get back home. Well, what's the problem? Well, me and my boyfriend separate. What you want? You want a JFK? You want to go to private jet? Which I'm a mover. It's just some shit that just don't matter. The history is so strong. The kids is dead don't matter because you revert back to your foundation, which is friendship. And Kim was that to that nigga. Like, it wasn't nothing she needed he wasn't gonna do. She had boyfriends and shit. We knew her boyfriends.
Juice, you know about Shakir Stewart?
What'd you say?
Say that thing again, Shatif. What you say?
You never heard of Shakir Stewart. You know who Shakir Stewart is?
Yeah, we know. Yeah, well, what about Shakir?
I know you know Wack, but I'm asking Juice.
I don't know.
Okay, he went with Kim too.
Who did?
Shakir did. Shakir was in the
with Kim too?
Yes.
Okay.
Look him up. Do some research on Shakir.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so I couldn't, the Puff Kim shit. I'm pretty sure autopsy was done. But with that situation, I was one of them situations, even if she did write her book, I don't think she was going to expose him. Because he did everything he was supposed to do by her, and them kids is there. Them kids got to grow up, go to school. She know how social media work. I couldn't see her doing it. Cassie ain't had those attachments. She don't give a fuck about them kids.
But then why, but usually 10 times out of 10, and true crime is my shit, when motherfuckers get multiple autopsies and coroner's reports and shit done, you either trying to hide something or you trying to figure some shit out. That's the only two ways.
Well, no, because it was an accusation that something might not be right, so they gotta do it.
Right, no, it was ruled a homicide. He said and then what's even crazier, the shit was ruled a homicide. The toxins, it started, whatever toxins he said was found, they were supposedly started with a P. And that wasn't good enough. He found the other, it was only 2 autopsy reports. The second one came back with the lobar pneumonia. Now, what's crazy is that first coroner is now dead too. The one
Man, y'all be coming up with some crazy shit. So, because the coroner is dead that already did the autopsy report, that turned in an autopsy report, and he died for whatever reason, you tying that to Puffy? Y'all motherfuckers crazy. Come on, man. The report's already in.
But the report that he put in said that she was killed, like she was a homicide. Somebody killed her, and then again, it's an
open murder case. It's an open murder case. Like,
Shit.
No, it's a closed case because the second coroner came in and said, well, basically the first coroner had it wrong, that she died from pneumonia, so it's natural causes now.
Where was she at when
she was at home? She was at home in Miami in the mansion.
You talking about Kim Juice? Yeah.
Huh?
She talking about Kim.
Yeah, I'm talking about
let me get this right. You think Puffy had his kid's mother killed? That's what
I think it's important to pay attention to the claims, right? Me personally, I don't think his hand is clean in this. And I say that it's important to pay attention to the claims because Cassie also claimed the type of control he had when it came to her medical, right? And we have to remember what surrounded Kim Porter, that it's pneumonia. So days before she would be sick, it would be signs. You don't just wake up with pneumonia and then die 10 minutes later. It's like a buildup of symptoms and shit. And so would they also reported?
Didn't this happen during the COVID
era? Let me see. I think she died 20. Let me see.
2020, 2021.
Hold on.
I mean, because I know niggas Reggie Wright woke up with pneumonia, went to COVID, induced coma, woke up paralyzed. A lot of y'all don't know that nigga paralyzed from the neck down. He just started to move his arms and shit. All from pneumonia, COVID. Fresh out the penitentiary.
2018, that was before COVID.
So she died in 2018?
2018. And, okay, so hold on, Wack. Let me just put this out there. Pay attention to November 15th. That's also the day, 2023, that Cassie filed her allegations and claim against Puff. Now, in those allegations and claims, she talked about her going to the doctor. She could only see doctors and specialists that he recommended, and it was so bad to the point where when she got blood work and testing done, the shit was being sent back to his email. Like, no.
Oh, no, listen, there's no doubt that Puffy put hands on that ass. I ain't finna debate that. But all the sexual shit, bitch, you know what you was with. There's no doubt that Puffy might have snatched that ass up. I'm not gonna even deny that one. Because I remember some of the phone calls, you know what I'm saying? Because she be certain places and whoever was there that he had reached to, the nigga would call. He'd be a little upset. I'd be like, look, nigga, ain't nobody fucking the bitch. Shit, the bitch right here, what you want us to do? The bitch is grown, you know what I'm saying? So there's no doubt, like, that she done got snatched up and roughed up and did it go too far?
So then isn't a portion or a percentage of that settlement out of guilt? We could say embarrassment, but embarrassment is because I did it, that this would embarrass me. The people in our circle,
what I'm saying, she used, this is what I'm saying. If she'd have came out and said, this nigga beat me, this, I wouldn't be saying nothing. But she used the shit that she was willingly doing, right, as leverage to make the nigga submit. That's what she did. Like, I knew what she was doing. When she mentioned the Hawaii shit, I swear to God, I say, wait, what y'all say? She said something about she had to go to Hawaii for a couple weeks to heal up, and boom, boom, boom. I said, oh yeah, he finna pay. What? I said, that nigga paying in 3 days. Watch, guaranteed, next day he settled. Because I know what she doing, I know what that is. I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna fuck. That's Clubhouse. The motherfucker that went with her is on Clubhouse. I said, oh, she playing dirty ball. I know I said, ooh, oh yeah, she playing dirty ball. He about to pay. I swear, I said, yo, that nigga gonna pay in 72 hours. The next day he paid. They said, Wack, how you know? I said, nigga, she playing dirty ball, because I know what that is. This is real shit. That's just like my wife, right? Right now telling me, nigga, I remember this 30-something years. Nigga, I need 10 million, or nigga, I'm gonna let them know what Wack at. Right? You gotta remember, this motherfucker done drove the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody who got that kind of history with a woman is shit they know. Whether you, whatever it is, whether you did some freaky shit, some illegal shit,
they're going to know, especially coming from where we come from, because coming from the streets, our bitch was with us all day. She the one that hid everything. That's the motherfucker we gave the shit in the towel to put this up. That's the one. So she know. Right? So like right now, right now she could be like, nigga, I need $5 million. I'ma tell him what it's that, or how that happened. Right? And it's a form of extortion, bitch. Been 29 years.
But if you know, like you said, that it can be...
I'm not paying, no. I ain't paying shit. You gonna have to catch me, dead homies. I'm not paying
so you
shit.
don't care. So what you're saying is you don't care about the embarrassment factor. There's nothing that can...
My shit ain't based on embarrassment. My shit is, you gotta remember, like, you know, this woman been with me since I've been 14 years old. With my gangbang era.
Even on some street shit, right? Even like
but I'm going back to the street shit though.
Yeah,
Wack
but this is what I'm saying. Even because you're somebody that's in the industry, right? We, we the culture know you. You know what I'm saying? A different way to.
I don't have to worry about
the street background, but I'm just saying you're looked at a certain way. So if she came to the embarrassment of some street shit, you know.
No, but see, that's not embarrassment, because I don't, even with doing my business, I make it a point not to go in there on no point extra shit. My execs, I bring them on the app. I go in there, I'm whack. I don't go in there, they dealing with this nigga right here. So if motherfucker here, she talking about motherfucker got shot in the 38 over there, right? That's not embarrassment. It's just, nigga might go to jail. That type of shit. She can't. I'm not in these offices faking like.
But is that not a reason why maybe Cassie went for the bag? Is because in her case do you think it could have been fair that he could have took it to some street shit? That this the type of nigga that could make
at the end of the day, this is why I'm telling y'all right now. It's been 5 years. All she did, I'm gonna tell you, is these niggas in this industry that's like that got their money like that. Because even if you ain't that, it's niggas around them that's that. Right? All she did was make it a little worse for them. I'm not finna let this bitch leave. This bitch know about this, that. Fuck that. Oh, you leaving? Word? All right. Hey, Momo, let me holler at you. It go 10,000, man. Clean that up. I'm telling you. Niggas is gonna, that's what she just did. Let the next motherfucker try to lead one of these motherfuckers, and this nigga know she knows some foul ass shit.
But okay, now let me ask you this: what happens? What's the difference? Because clearly, what's the difference of what she did versus if he had an NDA in place with her?
He did have one in place. That's what they ain't telling y'all. But the dumbass nigga had a expiration date. She filed after the expiration date. He had one in place.
So you saying that you and your wife, as long as y'all been together, and y'all, would you let her leave without nothing? You just like, you done, you out?
What you mean leave without nothing? What you mean?
Like you say, like y'all been together. As long as y'all been together, I forget the number that you said.
I always take care of that woman. I wouldn't give a fuck what it is. Always. Okay. Certain things like my family houses, I got 3 family houses. Another bitch will never step foot in them. They there for the family, whether we use them or not. Like, so my kids, my wife, whether we gathered or not, you got somewhere to go. I never leave her out. You crazy.
So is that a thing, though, that most men need to pick up on, though, that they need to set these women, and it doesn't matter if you're married to them or not, if you have that history, because that's what it sounds like it boils down to, the history and the ties that you have with this person and how long they've been around and what they could possibly say and the damage that they could bring. So it would be smart for, let's say, if he should have set her up on like a $30 million plan on her walkout.
That's a little different, though.
If he did that
he got called like fucking the trainer that he was paying for. That's a little different. Ain't no kids, you know what I'm saying? We just used a cute bitch. We was freaking. That's a nigga ain't finna be taking care of that. He ain't gonna.
But I'm just. She been around for a minute. She know a lot. Just to avoid this, we talking about $1 billion nigga. 30 million shouldn't be shit to him.
Yeah,
let me set you up on this plan.
What's gonna stop her from spending that 30 million and coming at you for another?
That's a fact.
Listen to me. All she did was kick off niggas getting rid of motherfuckers when they trying to leave. I'm telling you, watch. Watch in the next couple years. You're gonna hear these couples separate, they're gonna be finding motherfuckers in dumpsters and shit. That's all she did.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, okay, so since she's came out and they should have settled. She's good. Now we hearing like the chef want to come out and, you know, people making all these cryptic posts and it seems like all these people want to come out all of a sudden and shit. Is Puffy looking like towards a hell of motherfucking pain?
Yes, he definitely is. And listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 though. They not lying. Nigga, they not lying. They got niggas used to come every motherfucking month telling us these stories. You know, niggas just, y'all seen how that nigga got down? He got too loose. Seen how he handled Fabulous? That nigga had Fabulous over there uncomfortable. He was pressing Fabulous. No, when me and you gon' party, Playboy. Like everybody that know Puff know what he be on. They about to come out. They coming out. I know stylists that I had to leave. He was too, you know, men. Oh man, nigga was making passes at me.
I always wonder what happened to Farnsworth Bentley. I know he know it all.
Yo, listen, he about to pay, but you know what? The nigga he didn't want a whole lot. You know, he just gonna have to adjust like everybody else. That's it. He didn't want a lot. Nigga, you 800 million, you might get bust down to 200-300 million. Nigga, go figure it out. Go be a real estate guru or something. I still think Revolt is in jeopardy. We gonna see. If that nigga...
Why so? Because of this?
Hell yeah. Okay, Revolt is survived like radio. Off of ads. You know, you hear, Universal Nissan. That's how they make their money. The commercials. The bigger the network is, the bigger the more people. They say, okay, 5 million people tune in to watch this. So then they gonna say, okay, for this ad spot, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, it costs this. And people is pre-paying millions of dollars to have these spots on the various different shows. When them people start to pull out and say, due to what you have going on, we don't want to run ads with you no more, that's going to break the network. When they break the network, it shuts down. Now you don't have money to shoot the content. When that start happening, it's over.
So tomorrow Puff come, which we know it ain't gonna happen today or tomorrow, but that moment that we see he sold Revolt, because let's say he don't shut it down and he liquidated essentially, then it's problems, like, because that would be...
Well, if he liquidates, it's not problems. What he's doing is being smart. He takes a straw man, sells it to them, still being controlled up under 2-3 different corporations, and sit back so if the bullshit hits him, it ain't affected. That's really the smart thing.
I didn't hear nothing. You said you was in the Matrix.
So if he liquidates, right, he takes a straw man. Well, Puff sold to, Bloody Bunch. Bloody Bunch brought Revolt, right? But he got the stipulations in there that this corp, and this corp is going to remain to control this interest. Those corporations are really him. So if he starts to get hit, the network won't get hit because Bloody Bunch is now the new owner and they're not in question. That's really the smart thing for him to do. Right now, I would definitely down that motherfucker. And stay in position. Down it to somebody that's going to continue to give me position and do the same thing he did with what was his clothing line?
Sean John.
Sean John. You seen he sold Sean John and he came back and brought it again.
Now, this has been talked too that he's seeing a lot of this trouble because his feud with those people behind
that's just, I don't believe in karma, baby. I believe in...
No, not even karma, that these people are powerful enough to create these kind of issues. The owners, the Diaglo, I could be pronouncing it right. They have but he's suing this company. They produce and distribute the liquor. Ciroc de Leon.
Yeah, the liquor.
Yeah,
well,
so he's saying that basically that they're not, and he's suing them for billions of dollars. This is not a small lawsuit by far. And it's speculation that because he created this lawsuit or started this, that now he's like, this is why everything is
that ain't got, Cassie was coming. Cassie is Cassie. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with no fucking De Leon. The other people gonna come because Cassie did what she did. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, but I know it's a such thing as getting a battery put in your back, too. If I want to cause a problem, if you causing problems for me to the point where it's going to cost me billions or potentially cost me billions, and I don't want to hurt you.
What does that got to do with a girlfriend over there that's broke?
In the back.
Well, I mean, you can assume that all day long, but Cassie ain't got a month. That's the case. You know, what she got to do with the liquor line? She going to get her bag. The liquor's a liquor. They pulled up on because that lady.
Because if I send people at you, right, and I send enough people to give you a hell of payouts, then...
Baby, you'll never know it. If it did happen like that, you just talking. You'll never know it.
Right.
You'll never know it. If that did happen, you'll never know it. You'll never know that. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know that. But I doubt it. Because that still doesn't stop Puff's lawsuit. His lawsuit is his lawsuit. Now, Puff gonna win the lawsuit? I doubt it. Nigga, that lady came out and said you kicked the baby out of her fucking stomach. You tried to pay her $50 for abortion, didn't do it. I don't know why the charges didn't hit you, and they said, we gotta pull back. We can't fuck with you. That's what happened with that.
I don't know. I do believe Trey Songz is next, though. Probably not in this current generation. I don't think he's going to be stopped no time soon. But I think what the public is witnessing is something similar, right? Somebody beginning and...
But Trey done fought all these situations, though, already. Brown and had...
You in the Matrix.
Him and Trey Songz and Chris Brown and had 10, 15 situations. They didn't... All they did be, so it ain't nothing lingering around.
That's like the telltale of how it goes. They have these encounters. Us, the public, we kind of blow them off over time. We don't really pay attention to them until 10, 15, 20 years later. It's like one boom. It's like the story enough to make it go viral. You know what I'm saying? Then
I watch these niggas. They didn't already had their situations in settlement, unless it's just some loose women out there, but all they situations, a lot of them been reported. Them niggas got at least 7 to 10 of them apiece that been reported that they dealt with already in the eyes of the public. Putting bitches off the bus, beating them up, whatever the fuck, drunk sex, they been reported. So it ain't like, unless it's just somebody out there floating around.
So let me ask you this, and I'm not trolling, but it is just the allegations around it is similar to what we're talking about. So I think it's something that we can dialogue about. With Game and his lawsuit with that girl, right? How that was a money grab, So
definitely was.
So that's something that we're not going to see pay out because it's not paid out as of yet, right?
We don't know. I mean, we've been in a legal fight for all them years.
So it's still in court.
We still in the league. See, where Game fucked up at is he didn't show up to court playing with them people. And in his defense, the nigga didn't go to court because he went in there to the dentist the day before. The dentist told him not to fly. And where they fucked up at is the judge actually called the dentist during the court proceedings, and the dentist told him, I advised him not to fly. And the judge said, well, I've flown before. After dental procedures, I'm proceeding with the court date. So now, right, they awarded her because he didn't show. So now you're tied up in the court. It's been tied up like, I don't know, 6-7 years. Right?
So she just won by going to a default.
She won through the default. He didn't show up to court. But then it's appealing saying, well, motherfucker, you should have rescheduled your court date. Right? In the meantime, between time, the settlement was supposed to be $2 million. The judge got mad because Game didn't show up and took it to $7 million. Right? So now, you got to remember, I even been sued behind the shit. They tried to sue me. I wasn't even there. It wasn't my production. I had nothing to do with it. But they like, well, you the manager, and we can't get to him, so we coming at you. Now, I beat it on my side. But it cost me $110,000. I got to pay the attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know it ain't a year go by. I ain't going to spend $250,000 on some attorneys. There's always some dumb shit. It be dumb shit happening. Motherfuckers say, I looked at you because you were staring at me. I tripped and fall and bust my lip. They'll sue you. You don't go to court, they're gonna win. So you gotta pay the people to go to court. But his shit is still open pending her trying to get paid. And it's been like 7-8 years. So that's just a dog fight.
But will we ever, so will we ever see it settled, meaning like him paying her out?
I don't know. I mean, it gotta settle at some point. It
so
gotta
he
settle.
is gonna pay her out in some capacity.
I don't know. That's if he don't get back in court and get reversed. Because you gotta remember, there's no evidence. She's saying he touched my ass in the club. That's all she's saying.
Yeah.
That's the case. That's the case right there. The case is he touched my ass in the club.
That's what, I thought she was alleging more like actual sexual abuse.
No, that's the case. Go pull it up. He touched my ass. He groped me in the club, in the VIP.
And this is why they were supposed to be filming that show, right?
Exactly. She was part of the show. She wasn't even supposed to be in the motherfucking club. And she wasn't even supposed to be. But see, what's crazy about it, she got eliminated, I think, like 2 weeks after that club shit. And it wasn't until she got eliminated, she came with the charges. You know, me, I just move a little different. I don't fraternize with nothing that got anything to do with that kind of business. Bitch is a extra in the video. She's the artist or any of that shit. Leave them alone, off limits. You can't even come around me.
Yeah, I do. And then I can say what I do see, and it's going to lead me to my next question. I do see that kind of work ethic follow around, at least with Blueface, when, you know, he's paying out his video girls and stuff like that. Now, with his shit in Vegas, I think that was kind of steep. I think that
Vegas was criminal, baby. That was criminal.
To shake him down.
Vegas was criminal.
Right, Vegas is criminal, but we, in the aspects of a shakedown and the facts surrounding that case and what the court awarded that nightclub, I feel like it's kind of over.
Well, I'm not worried about that. They'll never see a dime of that. I'm not worried about that.
That's what I was getting at. Would that ever be settled, or, you know?
It's gonna get her dick. This is the bottom line. They gave them that because we know nothing about the court date. They served an address that's not related to us. So it cost me a little money. The attorney's on that now. We'll get back in court. And there's the factor. A, we wasn't contracted to be at your venue. A. B, right? You had 22 motherfucking complaints prior to this complaint. So it wasn't based upon this one complaint that your club was shut down.
All right. That's enough. Diddy! Run, girl! Run! Yes. Oh, I'm just fucking around, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Big step of news. We out. Yeah.